Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and doing a pretty large job here, but I wanted to just show you something interesting here that's going on with this carpet. This carpet is 15 years old. It's an olefin, and this little exercise area, this is actually, right on there, is actually almost the original color of the carpet. And the rest of it has faded away. Pretty amazing, actually, when you think about it, how dramatically this carpet has changed its color. If you come over here, you can see the cabinet was sitting there. That's the original color. This area is all faded out. One of the things, I'll show you the closet too. See in the closet, that's the original color. And you close the doors and that's not a seam there. It's not a different color, having a different carpet. That is the color, it's changed. Pretty astonishing. And you can see, if you can tell on the camera, but the pile underneath where the couch was sitting right here is actually higher than in the front and in the traffic areas. That's not just because it was walked on, but what happens is over time the olefin will actually rot in the sun, and slowly but surely it will just sort of fade away or disappear. And you can see right here, it's right down to the actual backing of the carpet. That's the backing. Pretty incredible when you think about that. But obviously we can't fix that. That's done for. But I mean, I cleaned it, but I can't put the pile back. But one of the reasons I wanted to do this video is because I wanted to talk a little bit about traffic lanes that remain. Sometimes we clean a carpet and it's perfectly clean, but you'll see dark traffic lanes that remain, and obviously traffic lanes are caused by soiling, but they're also caused by wear and fiber damage and distortion. And what happens is the pile over time, the carpet pile gets flattened and twisted or untwisted and compressed. You get a change in the appearance of the carpet fiber that is actually caused by the fiber damage and the wear and tear. Well, I'll let you see what I see outside here. It's a bit of a stormy day today. Wind is up. But anyway, but there's another thing that happens on the carpet fiber, because most carpets are made of different types of plastic, nylon or olefin or polyester, polypropylene, and what happens is over time there's an abrasion effect that happens on the surface of the yarn, almost like sanding it slightly, and over months and years that accumulates, and the carpet fiber, which was shiny like that, see how shiny that is? Light reflects off of that shiny surface very easily. And we see by light reflecting off surfaces. That's how we see. And the image is reflected into our eyes. But what happens if this shiny surface that you see right here, which is a piece of acrylic, similar to the carpet fiber, what happens if you sand and abrade and dull that surface? It looks like that. Isn't that interesting? So you have on the right, the area where the carpet was perhaps not walked on, and on the left, the area where the carpet is walked on. Perfectly clean, but it looks dull and dingy and doesn't reflect the light. And that's one of the things that we cannot fix. That's what we call apparent soiling. It looks soiled, looks dull and dingy, but we can't fix that because we can't put the shine back. But I'll show you a little interesting trick. watch this. I'm going to put the shine back on here. See, the shine has come back? The reason is because the water that I just wiped on there has somewhat filled up the scratches on the surface of the, well, you could call it the surface of the carpet, and it is reflecting the light, which is one of the reasons why when a carpet gets cleaned with hot water extraction, it will look at its best right when it's done, because the water, which is far more than if you're using low moisture, is going to fill up the scratches and leave the carpet shinier and more reflective, at least while it's wet. But a few hours later, the dullness reappears, and that's one of the reasons why when you steam clean a carpet, which I've done in the past, I used to be a steam cleaner, you get the most dramatic effect immediately, but then you go back the next wet day and it doesn't look as good. Whereas with low moisture cleaning, the most dramatic effect happens, well, it happens right away, but it even looks better the following day, because we don't get this optical illusion of the carpet looking more shiny and reflective because of the excess water with the hot water extraction would do. So this is a great little optical what's the right word? Optical experiment. And if you have your carpet cleaner and you want to explain to your customer why is it that traffic lanes, even though they're spotlessly clean, will still look dull and dingy in many cases, this is the reason why. We can't put the shine back on the carpet yarn. So there's your little optical lesson for the day.